Okay, we are here for our almost last installment with Mr. Jeffrey's Algebra 2 with stats for the semester. The only other thing that we'll have to do is next week review for our final. Okay, for my students in class, in the listening, viewing audience here, and those watching abroad, okay, remember all homework in Schoology is due tonight at 11:59 p.m. The test is tomorrow. Yes, Clark, I'm serious. Now, so going over this test. Okay, always make sure your name's on the test. Okay, so if x is greater than mu, well, mu is right here. This would be 50%. Okay, greater than this right here, well, that's 50 plus that, so that's 84%. Okay, if it's between here and here, that's 13.5%. And between here and here, 68%. Okay, so we're literally just reading this, reading what it is, and picking out the probability. Now, we've seen this a couple other ways. I'm going to have this graph for y'all. I mean, all y'all have to do is just like look at what it says. The biggest confusion that somebody could get is not knowing what greater than and less than is. Okay, that's kind of it. All right. Are we all good with part 1 through 4? Now, these are 2 points each. So this is out of 8. Okay. Now, why do you think these are just 2 points? Yeah, I mean it's literally it's right there. Okay. It's kind of right there. No calculations. All right. So, you're given the formula. All you do is plug stuff in. So if you're actually having to write this out, this would be 6 minus 3 over 1.5. Okay, you put that in your calculator. 6 minus 3 equals divided by 1.5. You get 2. Okay. I got to keep up with my points over here. I accidentally did something else. This is 8. Okay, and this would be 12. All right. This one right here, this would be 20 minus 40 divided by 8. Okay. So 20 minus 40 divided by 8, negative 2.5. How'd you get 5? Oh, 5 over 2. Yeah, negative 5 over 2 is the same thing. Okay. Remember, I will accept fractions and decimals because I know those exist. All right. This one, this is 110 minus 80 over 6. Okay, this one actually ends up being 5. Sorry, just I had a moment, my brain. Okay, so 32 minus 35 divided by 3. Okay, this is going to be negative 1. Okay, now this section is all our calculations. That's it. Okay, this section is worth 12 points. Believe it or not, this is our biggest weight we have so far as points. Okay, is anybody super lost so far? Does anybody want to be? Okay, some of y'all do that organically, so. Okay. A university surveyed 1,875 students and found out that this many of them did not know the mascot's name. So this would be 1875. This would be 459. Now, when we're saying mascot's name, like uh, it's Alabama, the name of the mascot is Big Al. At Auburn, it's Albie. At um, Georgia, it's Ugga. Different things like that. Tennessee is Smokey. That's what we're talking about. Huh? What tiger? Tony the Tiger. That's not a. Oh my gosh. Okay. Survey of 100 households found out that 73% still have VHS tapes. No. Okay. These are 2 points apiece. So 2, 4, 6, 8. This is out of 8 again. Okay. Yeah, I know. How is this math? It's basically the way they're saying this is instead of having you do the statistical calculations to understand all this, they're wanting you to know the basics of how to interpret things, I guess. I don't know. Hey, it could be an awesome, easy grade for y'all. I mean, don't we all need that at the end of the semester? Yeah. Oh, biscuits. Okay. All right. Remember, if it's a parameter, it talks about the population. If it's a statistic, that's easier for somebody else to say. This talks about the sample. Okay. So, number 11, on a soccer team, 15% of the players are vegetarians. Is that talking about all the soccer team or just part of it? Part of it. This is this is a statistic because it's talking about the sample. I hope that was somebody's phone and not an underleg noise because that was one of the longest underleg noises I've heard in a long time. Okay. Okay. So, a survey found the average amount spent on fuel was $6,732. This is talking about population, so this is a parameter. Okay. 34% of baseball players surveyed played football before. This is a statistic. Okay. And all of the teachers and students surveyed said that they were ready for winter break. Parameter. That would be an easy survey. Are you ready for winter break? Yes. They probably wouldn't even let you finish. Okay. Probably would not even let you finish the question because we are all ready for time away from each other. Okay. Wait, how many points was this? This was also, so this is out of 8. Okay. All right. Okay. To test a new drug for insomnia, a pharmaceutical company randomly divided 200 adult volunteers into 2 groups. One group received a drug and one group received a placebo. After 1 month, the adults who took the drug slept 18% longer than those that took the placebo. That word and those other words. All right. So the treatment was new drug. Who is the treatment group? The 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 well, you could say the half that got it, half that got the pill, are those that got the pill. Okay. Look, control group, those that didn't. Okay. So, you know, yes, this is math, apparently. Well, I did. So, all right, this is out of 6 points. Okay. Now, sometimes running a randomized experiment like this is good, especially if we're trying to cure insomnia or a lip fungus somebody hasn't identified yet. All right. So this one is 2 points each. This has 3, so this is another 6. Okay. All right. So we're supposed to say whether it's experiment or observation. Okay. Cycling team wants to know if incorporating yoga into their workout routine improves racing times. This would be a experiment. Yeah. Okay. A researcher wants to compare effects of a new experimental cancer drug with cancer drugs that has been used for this. This would be an observation because we're wanting to see, you know, this has been used for 10 years. This one's new. Here's the side effects. Okay. Basically, you give them a pill and watch to see what happens, or inject them or whatever, that kind of thing. Okay. A rancher wants to know whether a new feed affects the quality of the milk produced by cows. This would actually be an experiment. Okay. Because he could, take half of them. He would actually have to do said experiment. Okay. All right. So I have a possible 48 problems, 48 points for this whole thing. A fourth of that comes just from part two. Okay. Now, all right, we're going to use this time to complete any missing homework assignments. Okay. Retakes or makeups. Okay. If you still are missing a test from last week, and you need to make sure your stuff is in order. If you don't have it ready, you can actually take it tomorrow after the stats test. Okay. You can probably say, hey, this is going to be a kind of quick test. And I forgot yet again. So set a reminder on your phone, call somebody, tell a friend, okay, to have them remind you. Okay. Also, the final has been trimmed down to 30 problems. Study guides will be available tomorrow after the test. The final has a mix of short answer, multiple choice, and true false. Okay. So don't forget, if you haven't done so, hit like, hit subscribe, hit the bell, leave a nice comment. Good stuff, good things. Roll Tide.